Next is Matt Chandler. Matt Chandler is very much into CRT, but here's what he has to say about Halloween.
Every year around this time, I began to hear really some questions involving Halloween and what's the appropriate Christian response to this season that's probably far less about demons and witches and all of that, far more about candy and costumes and fun for the kids. And so, man, since it always pops up around this time, I thought I'd take this opportunity just to answer that. One of the things that we're going to see in the New Testament, specifically I'm thinking of the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, where he's addressing this thing where there's these foods sacrificed to idols, these meats that are sacrificed to idols. And then Paul says, hey, we don't want to participate in what is bad, but we still can purchase that meat once it's at market because it's ultimately good and from God. So we want to reject the evil aspect of it. We want to redeem what's good in it. And so you see the Apostle Paul saying, hey, don't eat meat in the temple sacrificed to idols, but buy it in the marketplace and enjoy it by the grace of God, because meat is good and is from the Lord. And so I think we should carry that principle on over into Halloween and just say, look, Halloween's history, it has both pagan and Christian background. It was started by, I believe, the Celts, and then the Romans took it and kind of made it their own, even as Christendom began to shape and take form. And so if you don't want to celebrate the holiday, just your conscience is pricked and this is just not for you, then man, I just want to encourage you, don't celebrate it. But if your conscience is clear and you're free, I would say there's probably some pretty simple guidelines that we'd kind of pull from 1 Corinthians 8. The first would be, man, we certainly don't want to be a part of any aspect of it that would be ungodly. So we don't want to dress in a way that's inappropriate, whether that be kind of evil and demonic or whether that be sultry and sensual. We don't want to play in that space. But we also don't have to dress up as John the Baptist either, right? And then the other thing I would tell you is that I would use this opportunity. I would use this opportunity to be in your community, meeting your neighbors, practicing hospitality, and beginning gospel conversations with your neighborhoods and your friends. And so, man, I just think Halloween, if your conscience is clear, then there's a way to celebrate it. But I'd warn you that we're getting into the season where the Christian calendar kicks up. So we don't want to celebrate Halloween. I don't want to celebrate Halloween in such a way that it pushes out the natural church calendar and our rhythms as a family as we celebrate it.
The clip that you just watched came from an episode entitled, Should Christians Celebrate Halloween? A Christian Response to Halloween. It should be on your screen right now. I'd encourage you to take a watch. It is a deep dive analysis regarding the topic. I deal with the origin, how Halloween is viewed today, both by secular culture and Christian culture. Dive into biblical teaching regarding this holiday. Give some practical advice to help you and your family make wise decisions, and answer the questions I posed at the beginning, and last, leave you with the best takeaways that I can provide so that you can walk your Christian walk this October 31st to the glory of God. I'd encourage you to take a watch right now. God bless.